So it's 28 June 2015. We trenched part of this yesterday, and we got some more of this all trenched out here today. And we got the tractor there, and we trenched out a little bit over here, which is where the wire is going to go to, is this corner of the woodworking shop. I couldn't quite reach across there yet, but we'll get that by shovel. And the problem is that we couldn't just keep driving forward and drive over that wall and stuff to keep the backhoe in one continuous line till we got to this point. So we had to trench out from over there, and then trench out from over here, and then try to get them to meet in the middle. And to do that, we left a little space and drove the tractor to where it was straddling the trench, and then backed up and started backhoeing towards the trench that was completed. The only problem is that the wheelbase on this tractor is not real wide, and in the course of trying to maneuver and steer a little bit, you can see we pretty much have this wheel floating over the trench. The way we did that was, of course, we just put the bucket down and used it to keep the tractor level, and pulled ourselves backwards. The other problem is that the one back wheel here is pretty much also not over the ground very well. So, of course, our outriggers are keeping us from falling into the trench. So the trick now will be to get the wire in here and get the tractor out of the trench. I'm not sure exactly how to do that, but we're going to drink a beer and come up with a plan. Okay, so we've had our beer and come up with a plan. So I think I'm going to try to back the tractor out across the trench this way. We're going to lift up the front loader a little bit, but not too much to where we don't have just a few inches before it hits the ground. But we'll get our wheels back on the ground here. We're going to turn them and lift this outrigger here just a little bit. We'll leave the other outrigger down, and I'll use the backhoe sticking out this way to keep the tractor from tipping, and we'll try to back it around. This should be interesting, and I think I may use the seatbelt for the first time ever on this tractor, just in case it falls in, I don't get thrown out onto the pasture. So should be interesting to see if we can do this.
Yep, it should. Things you do that you're not an expert at.
Yeah, the things I do I'm not an expert at. Okay. Here goes nothing.
Don't break my tractor.
Hey Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
That trick never works.
This time for sure. way, but we did it! Because we're wrong like horse and smart like tractor.
That poor tractor. I'm sorry, tractor.